The Woman in the Yard is a psychological horror movie. This movie is 1 hour and 25 minutes, including credits. So, this movie is about a lady. Her name is Ramona. She lives in a house with her two kids. So, in this movie, Ramona is grieving with the fact that her husband, that he was killed in a car accident. So, that is pretty much the plot of this movie, and she is trying to, and also from that accident, Ramona, she injured her leg, so she's not able to get around as quickly. She has some mobility issues because of her accident. So in this movie, we see a woman in Ramona's yard. Ramona confronts this woman and she is asking her, "What are you doing here? What do you want? Leave me alone. I don't want to be bothered." So it was really, and then also her kids, because they're struggling because her husband, the fact that he died in a car accident, they are struggling with bills. They can't pay their power bill. They don't have enough food. And so Ramona is really trying to make ends meet. And then her son, she has a daughter and son, and her son's like, "Mom, why don't we go to the neighbor's house?" I'm like, you know what? Why not? Why not go to the neighbor's house or walk wherever, to get help, to seek attention or whatever, to seek help, I should say. And Ramona's like, "No, no, no, we don't need to do that. I don't need to do that at all." So I will tell you, this movie, I thought it was just really intriguing. I didn't know what to expect from this movie. So when I was watching this movie, I didn't see any of this coming. I didn't know if the woman in the yard, that she was going to be like a creepy person or if she was like some maniac. So with that being said, the pacing of this movie is really good. Um the story, like I said at first, was just really intriguing, but the story, like especially like the third act, it gets convoluted. It gets really convoluted, and I'm going to, like, right now, this is just my interpretation. I'm going to spoil the movie right now. I could be way off. I got to go online and look at other stuff, see what people are saying. But from what I got from the movie, Ramona, in this, when she and her husband, they were having issues, and she was driving the car, and her husband was killed because she got distracted. And as a result, she killed her husband. Her husband died in a car accident, and also the other woman died as well, the other car, that she hit. So Ramona is her mind is playing tricks on her. She's hallucinating. She is struggling with depression, and she is trying to, she's trying to make it in life. She's trying to take care of her kids. She's trying to get over this devastating, event that happened. So because, the fact that her husband, that he died in this accident, and also that she killed someone else, and she's not able to move around she's not able to move around as well because of her injury. She is having, thoughts of not wanting to live. She's having thoughts of, how can I be a mother? How can I take care of my kids where, when I am struggling with depression? My mental health is not right. So she's contemplating, about her life. So she starts to see all this stuff, like hallucinating, telling her kids, don't say, don't go outside, don't go out, don't seek help. So from what I got from this movie, it was more so Ramona. It was her mind playing tricks on her, and that she was pretty much, maybe she was the woman in the yard, or she was the one that was pretty much saying, "Hey, my life is messed up. I don't know which way to go. Every day I wake up, it's like the same old thing. Nothing is going to change. Nothing's going to get better. But if I am not here anymore, maybe my kids, because the ending is kind of, like I said, the third act was convoluted, and also the ending. She was like, to me, like, just like I said, my interpretation. Maybe she's thinking that, okay, maybe if I leave, if I'm not here anymore, my kids will be fine, because at the end we see, her really contemplating, and then you see pictures of her kids, and you see when they're older, they're the both of them, they got married, or they're in careers, or graduated from college. So that's what I got from it. So it was an interesting movie. I would give this movie, I would give it a 6.4. Yeah, or just maybe a six. I would just give this movie a 6 out of 10, because it was intriguing. Like I said, the plot is convoluted. This is just how I feel about the movie. My friend and I, we were discussing this movie after we watched it, and we kind of like felt the same way. And then also we were thinking, maybe the woman in the yard, maybe she's a ghost, because I was thinking that she was a ghost as I was watching this movie, and then I saw it. Then the movie was over, and I was like, maybe it was Ramona this whole time. So maybe this woman in the yard was a ghost because Ramona killed her in a car accident. So we shall see. Please let me know, how did you feel about this movie? What are your thoughts? Take care and have a good one.